Okay people, so before we get started, in case you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to get notified when we drop new videos. New episodes of Forever News come out every Saturday, 12 p.m. EST, and then we re-upload some of the segments into smaller form videos throughout the week for your viewing pleasure to get to those stories easier. So yeah, I'd appreciate it if you hit those buttons. Let's jump into the stories. I feel like it was inevitable. I kind of called this for quite some time now. I was actually shocked that this lasted as long as it did, because Shonen Jump has announced that not only they got new series coming in, and we'll talk about that in a different story, but they are canceling a big manga. Well, maybe not big per se, but a manga that lasted a lot longer than I thought it would, because I think as it stands right now, this series was about 35 or so chapters long, which is pretty lengthy. It almost made it the full long year, but still, nevertheless, this is one of the things that makes me question, like, Shonen Jump, do you not want series to make it through the threshold? I mean, I feel like Shonen Jump has been going in a different direction. As a matter of fact, before we even get into all of that, let me tell you what got canceled. Doron Dororon by Gen Osuka has officially ended with chapter 36 in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 39, 2022. And I spoke about Doron over on the main channel. I made a first impression a while back, and I was like, yo, this got potential. And I liked the art, the character designs. It was kind of a little chill, but at the same time, it looked like it had potential to get absolutely crazy. But with its 36th chapter, Doron is getting canceled, and it's just making me look at Shonen Jump in a different light, because I'm noticing more and more that I don't know if it's that they're trying to go a different direction. I don't know if it's that they're feeling like this whole family-friendly vibe is the way to go, a la everything that they've been doing lately with like Dragon Ball Superhero. A lot of the marketing behind it was, hey, look, it's a family-friendly film. And then now, if you look at like half of Shonen Jump magazine, it's not even battle series anymore. There's Blue Box, that is like a romance sports series. There's Witch Watch, I believe that's not battle series, don't quote me on that. There's Akane Banashi, that is about Rakugo. There's just like a ton of series in this magazine. Sakamoto Days, I mean, it's about an assassin, but it's not necessarily a battle series per se. There's like half of the magazine not even being battle shonen, so it almost makes me feel like they're looking at it as, well, we already got the head honchos of battle shonen, right? They got One Piece that, even though it's on its final arc, it'll probably go for quite some years, maybe 3 to 5 more years at the very least. They got Jujutsu Kaisen, that is the highest selling manga outside of One Piece. Of all the newbies, Jujutsu Kaisen sells the most. Of course, Chainsaw Man over there on Jump Plus. They got, you know, Black Clover, My Hero. They got a few ones, but a lot of these series, I keep on saying it, are coming to a close. Black Clover is on its final arc. My Hero Academia, Horikoshi, is probably going to end it by the beginning of next year. Like, a lot of these shonen, Jujutsu Kaisen, Gege said about a year or two ago that this is not going to be long. We were reaching the halfway point. Martial Magic and Muscles is on its final arc. Like, a lot of different stuff is coming to a close. You need new battle series to enter the scene now, because if not, it's going to be vacant. Because, yo, when Black Clover ends and My Hero, which they'll probably end close to around the same time, what are we going to have left? Because, like I said, again, One Piece is ending. You know, it got a few years, but nevertheless, it's on its final arc. Jujutsu Kaisen, like, One Piece for the next 3 to 5 years can't be the only battle series that's carrying the magazine. And if they think that they're going to skate on by with the same fandom with putting out a lot of these newer non-battle shonen, you know, romance slice of life stuff, they are mistaken. Because at the end of the day, a big portion of their readership, in fact, the thing that drives that magazine and drives the shonen genre in general, make no mistake about it, are battle series. Battle series are what keep things going. That's what keeps the lights on over there. So while they're experimenting and while they're seeing some success in certain avenues of like family friendly content, at the end of the day, if you start phasing out battle shonen and the main reason why your core audience is there to begin with, you're gonna see a massive fail. And considering Doron was already like 30 something chapters in, you had a new battle series that by the time My Hero goes out, by the time Black Clover goes out, this one will be already with enough chapters to get an anime adaptation and keep things moving forward. I just don't see where their end game is of if they're ending all of these series within the next couple of years. Shonen Jump is going to look completely different. We're not going to have all of these big battle series anymore. So how are they planning on doing this? You need series like Doron Dororon. The fact that they got rid of Ayashimon, those two right there could have been the next up after this next wave of Masho and whatnot ending and whatnot. 2024 could have been their year, or 2025. So I don't know what they're planning. I don't know what their end goal is. If they're just trying to revamp everything in general, and we're going to get within the next few years just 90% of the magazine being other stuff than Battle Shonen. But they're going to find out. Their pockets are going to find out when people are starting to abandon the genre. Because especially when somebody falls out from like their favorite series or whatnot, it can also lead to them just falling out of the medium, the genre in general. So Shonen Jump, play your cards right. You think that you're not going to allow none of these series to come through and go through the door like Doron, Dororon, and Ayashimon and all of these series that had potential. You're going to see that once all of these titans come to a close, you ain't going to have nothing, and the magazine's going to fail in a market that is already shrinking. Magazine sales, physical publication for Weekly Shonen Jump, Shonen Sunday, all of these year after year decrease. What do you think is going to happen when all of these other big dogs end and there's nothing to replace them, because you'd have to start from scratch? Like right now even, let's just say a new manga debuts in Shonen Jump, whatever's going to take the place of Doron Dororon, and hypothetically, let's say it'll be a battle series, which I don't think that's what's replacing it, but let's just say it will take 2 years for it to have about 100 chapters, which is usually when they announce an anime adaptation. So by then, Black Clover and My Hero Academia will more than likely be done. I don't see them being around within that next generation. So you're going to have a very vacant magazine. Jujutsu Kaisen might be over by that point as well. Shonen Jump, I don't know what your game plan is, but don't think that abandoning Shonen Battle series is going to do anything but destroy you, like, bottom line. And by no means am I trying to be all doom and gloom about it, and it's not like Dororon was this masterpiece, but if they continue on this course of axing constantly all of the upcoming battle series, they're gonna be in trouble, bottom line. But yeah, people, Doron Dororon by Gen Osuka ending with this latest chapter, chapter 36, and it's a bummer, man. That manga had a lot of potential, and yeah, it seems as though Shonen Jump, they want us to riot, because I did say I would riot if they canceled Doron Dororon, and well, this is my riot. Hey, stop that. Small update for One Piece manga. It just says here, One Piece will be on break next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 40, and the series will resume in issue number 41 as scheduled, which Oda has been dropping bomb after bomb. I'm not mad at it, although some might say they were a little bit disappointed with the ending of Wano, but usually when there's a break coming, that's actually something to be excited for, because Oda always leaves off on a really exciting cliffhanger. So I'm betting that the next chapter of One Piece is probably going to be massively fuego, and I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I always say give these authors some breaks. I understand there's a disappointing aspect of we want our manga, but at the same time, Oda's been doing this too long to not have his breaks. So yeah, One Piece going on break next week. I ain't mad at it. On the last episode of Forever News, I told you guys that there was going to be some type of Bleach info incoming for this upcoming issue of Shonen Jump, and from my understanding, it seems like this is it. I'm not sure if there's anything else, but yeah, it kind of is cool, I guess, in a way. Nothing extravagant. I mean, let me just read it to you. A test to measure the knowledge of world of Bleach. Bleach 100 examination will be held online. All participants will get a digital report card. Hashtag Bleach 1000-year blood war. So they're doing like basically a knowledge contest of Bleach to see how much people know and whatnot. I think this is also just to rally people up, get people excited again. I ain't gonna lie, I probably would kill it. I know my Bleach to a certain degree, my lord. I mean, I'm not the greatest with names per se, but I know what's up. I would love to actually take that. In fact, when it opens up, maybe I'll do like a video somewhere. I don't know, maybe my main channel or something, like, let's see how much I know about Bleach. But yeah, that's pretty much the big Bleach news for the most part, that they're doing like a knowledge quiz. If there's anything else, of course, I will update you guys in the next full episode of Forever News. But for right now, it seems like they're really just trying to gear up as much as possible, especially considering the big outrage and outpour of disappointment at Bleach getting snatched up by Disney Plus over here. I'm still kind of baffled, and I'm still wondering, like, what is that going to do to the franchise? Is there actually going to be a fandom come October for Bleach, or are people just going to be disappointed to the point of not caring? Like, this is going to be one hell of a time. But yes, people, Bleach 100 examination incoming.
I have a dream, alone in my room as I sit with the tea. Couldn't possibly think what I often see, and you don't even know how I often blink. Lights be flashing and looking at me, such an odd unique, yet I'm so unique and you're looking at me. If the walls could talk, they would probably read Bleak, and I'd probably say, bitch, get the fuck off me.